I'm just a D girl from around the way with a whole lot of shit to say. It's your girl, KD.
It's your hostess with the mostest. It's Kiki.
What up, though? It's your boy, BIGTAY, a.k.a. Pure Motivation. I am Mr. Energy. Everybody love me. I don't have one enemy. I'm selling hope, but these Jews are free. It's a win-win. You can't lose with me. I got my grind and my mind right. And I don't do it for the buzz, so I ain't doing it for that limelight. If you know me, then you know that I'm more than a savage who loves living life and is allergic to average. So in conclusion, so there's no confusions, if you see somebody realer than me, it's an illusion. What up, though?
Hey, I almost got yours memorized.
All right, man.
Ours so easy.
We welcome everybody
Then
to...
you come drop 16 bars.
Man, I'm like, that look like a song.
I'm about to have my kids write me an intro.
Let me welcome everybody to Relationship Reality, where you get your real dose of reality. Man, how was y'all week and weekend?
Oh my God.
Does that mean it was amazing?
It was good.
I think she had a good week.
Does that mean it was amazing? All
You
right.
know, it was.
First of all, she cheesing like.
It was, I can't complain.
Clearly.
It was good.
All right.
It
All
was
right.
good. I had to work today, so I'm a little tired, but.
So we're gonna jump right into it, man.
How was your week?
My weekend it was cool, man. You know, it was a piece of life. You know what I'm saying? And,
Piece of life.
Yeah, a piece of life going to the next level, just trying to make things work.
No, that's right.
So it's always good when you can wake up and you see another day. It's always a good sign.
Always.
You know. All right, so
I'm just counting out to my birthday.
say that again. I don't
I'm
think
just
they
counting
heard.
out to my birthday.
Counting down. Yeah.
9 days. Period.
9
Poop.
days. When they hear it, it might be like 3 days.
No, when
It
they
might be
hear
the next day, tomorrow. Well, yeah, when they hear it, it might be like tomorrow when they hear
I
it.
text my brother like, my birthday coming up. Talking about, yes, Keisha, I know it's March the 3. Like, I am so not 5 anymore. I don't say my birthday like that.
All right, so I got a good show together for us today, y'all. So we're going to jump right into it because I want to get through everything, and I don't want it to be a 2.5 hour hookup.
rushing us today.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go right into it,
First of all,
man.
Kiki don't look like she can last 2.5 hours.
I'm saying, right, that's why I cut it down. You know what I'm saying?
Her and her mic gonna be over there asleep. She works today.
First of all, I'm buzzed, so that's let's start there.
She worked today.
I already drank water's bottle by myself.
She got a lot
Solo.
going on.
Yeah, this it's a good day. It was
Solo.
a good
You
day.
Yes, work.
All right, so.
Come to work.
All right.
Man, yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. Let me ask y'all a question, man. So do you think that there are different in loves for different people? So like, if I say I'm in love with KD,
Oh, in love.
and Kiki says she in love with Johnny, Sally, Raphael, do you think that there's a different way that you're supposed to love people when you are in love with somebody?
Well, I feel like everybody has their different definition of love. So, love and in love is different for everybody.
What you say, Katie?
I agree.
So like if it's this, we in a relationship, I love you, I'm in love with you, I do whatever, right? Can I take the same feeling and the same things that I do in this relationship to a new relationship and be like, you know what? No, I love and I'm in love with you and I want to do X, Y, Z. Like, would it matter?
I think
Or
you'll
do you
feel
have to
different.
shift some things?
You'll feel different.
Are you asking can you be in love with two people? Or
No,
you
no,
just-
not at the same
You're
time.
just confusing me.
I'm saying that if we are in a relationship, right, and then we break up,
Oh, so you saying
And,
can
can
you
you-
meet somebody else and treat them the same way?
It won't be
as
the
you treat
same.
me?
I don't think it'll
and
be the
equate that to
same.
being in love.
yeah.
I don't think it'll be the same.
Because you love people for different reasons, for different, it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be
And
the
some
same.
stuff I feel like we do because it's our character to do so, not necessarily because you're in love with somebody. Like opening a door, you don't open a door because you're in love with me. You open a door because that's in your character.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You provide for the family not because you're in love with me, because that's a part of your character. So I don't know that just because you go into another relationship doing the things that you're accustomed to doing, it don't necessarily mean you love that person the same or more or anything like that. It's just that's your character to do those things. Like, you never gonna make a woman pump her own gas. You never gonna make a woman take out the trash. You never gonna make a woman mow the lawn. Like, those are just things that are in your character. It doesn't necessarily matter whether in love or not.
So like Kiki said, you love people for different reasons. When you put reasons on it, does that take the what is it? what's the word I'm looking for here? When you say unconditional, does that take the unconditional away from it when you put reasons on it?
That, I mean, as far as like everybody is different, so it's like if I was in love with my husband and then I was in love with someone else, so it's like different reasons why you fall in love with people. You know, it's like it's completely different. Like,
and then you don't love them the same. I don't think either. Yeah. Like you be, and then sometimes like you might love the person who you currently with more than you loved him, and it not necessarily mean that when you were with him you didn't love him. It's just that now you've been exposed to other things. Yeah. So now your feelings are more invested in the person that you're with now, stronger because you got exposed to other things. So I don't feel like you can love two people the same anyway. Because like you say, you love them for different reasons. Different. You vibe with that person for different reasons. You care about that person for different reasons. So of course the love is going to be different.
It's a different energy.
Yeah. Especially when you feel like different energy. As you get older, the things that you're looking for and the things that you want fulfilled are different. They do change. Yeah. So as you get older, of course, your connection with other people are probably going to be different because you're not looking at for the same thing that when you're 35 as you were looking for when you were 18. Right. It's not going to be the same. And if it is the same,
it's a problem.
You probably need to do some self-evaluation because
soul searching.
The stuff you need as an 18-year-old girl, you should need as a 35-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Okay,
girl.
So you think two people with different religions, beliefs, do you think their relationship can sustain and be healthy?
I know it can sustain because my parents have different religions and they're still together 35 plus years. So they definitely can sustain. But healthy, I don't know so much because, I guess. That one is difficult. Like, I don't really know how they did it. Because on Sundays, like, my dad went to church and my mom went to the Kingdom Hall. So she would take us, to the Kingdom Hall, but then my dad went separate. So it kind of was weird for us. Like, it worked.
Yeah.
But, I don't know how successful it was because now we are separated. And I don't know how much I like that.
Yeah.
I kind of would like our family to be together and all celebrate the same things.
I think it takes a lot of compromise.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of conversation. Like, I know somebody who is a Muslim and her husband is a Christian. So, they do a lot of compromising. Like, although Muslims might not believe in a certain thing, they compromise because when it comes down to because they have 4 kids together. So they want to raise their kids to be able to worship the way they want to.
Right.
So sometimes they go to the mosque, sometimes they go to church. And then when they get old enough to make the decision, then they'll say, I want to do this. So I do think that it takes a lot of compromise and a lot of conversation.
They had neither. They had no compromise and no conversation.
I think that becomes the problem with
my dad didn't say anything.
I think that's dangerous right there too.
Yeah, because now your kids don't know.
Yeah.
If you ask most people why they believe in what they believe in, their only answer would be because that's how I was raised. That's what my mom and them did. That's how I was taught. Sure. That's all I know. So like if you see something different to you, it's automatically wrong because this is not how I was brought up. I was raised this way, and this is the only way it can be. So yeah, I get that, and I think
it's dangerous when you get involved with somebody that you don't have the same beliefs, no matter what.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, how did you guys even come together? Like, what common ground did you have? Because it had to come out in the beginning,
right?
That you guys had different beliefs, like because every Sunday you're going here and he's going there, so.
Then what about the wedding? You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly we can't get married in the church because I don't believe.
Yeah.
So it's like, where...
Well, they got married in the backyard.
Oh.
So it was like a huge backyard, and they had a pastor come to the house, and they just got married in the backyard, so it was simple for them.
Yeah.
And that's what made me think about it. I was looking at Consequent, and he's Muslim, his girl white, and she's not Muslim. She's more
Protestant.
So. Muslims don't believe in certain holidays, things of that nature. And she was like, I don't really want my son to miss out on these kind of experiences or whatever.
Before they even had children, he was very, very firm and forthcoming with saying, my children will be Muslim.
Okay.
Right.
So if at any point she felt like that she didn't want that, she should not have married him, and she should not have had his child.
'Cause that's
you know what I'm
big.
saying?
That's
because
big.
my thing
Yeah.
is, it ain't like he like underhandedly
Right.
waited till she had a baby.
Right.
He was very firm, and
Right.
he's a very active Muslim. Like he do his 5 prayers a day and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he ever hid that from her.
Right.
Now that, and at first she was fine with it, and now, in which it's not that he doesn't believe in a lot of holidays. He just don't celebrate it the same way they do.
Right.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? All that Santa Claus stuff, they just don't do like that.
Okay.
So when it came down to Christmas, and she wanted to like take him to see Santa Claus and all this other stuff, and he like, no, we're not doing that.
Wow.
What made you think we was gonna do that? She like, well, growing up, like, the traditions really meant a lot to me. And he even compromised and said, listen, we can make our own tradition. We can make our own tradition, pick something you want to do, we'll do it every year with him, it don't matter. But we're not doing that.
Right.
So it was like a big thing. Like she was talking about leaving them, which I do think I read that they ended up having a break or whatever. But he was very firm with it. But he told her, like I told you,
Maybe
this when
she
we
thought he
started
would
dating.
change.
I think
Maybe she thought it was.
I think
he
she
would
started
compromise
changing
more.
Yeah.
when because when she go to her family house or whatever, you can go. You're not taking my son though, because I already told you from the beginning I don't do that. And I think at first it was fine, but as their son got older, and now he like 3 years old, and he got cousins that's like his same age. So now the little kids are like, "Hey, where's the baby?" So now it's a problem because now she feel out of place. Where when he was a little bitty baby, it really didn't matter.
Because everybody would be like, where's your
Right,
son?
because the grown-ups understand what's happening. Nobody really asks her where the baby is because
Okay.
they know. But now you got little people that are like,
asking.
hey, like, where's my cousin?
Okay,
or like,
okay.
you know, or they buy him all this stuff, but he's not there to open it because he's not allowed to be at the celebration.
And even with that, I think he would be cool with it at the crib because nobody else is doing it. But when you're around other
Take
people
him
who are
out,
doing it,
yeah.
it's just like, you know, you put your son on punishment, but you take him to the party, and
Yeah.
you like, you better sit down.
You
And
can't
then
get
you're like,
anything
whoa,
or
wait
do
a minute,
anything.
why I can't?
Yeah.
But they are.
And but that's what he said, because
He
she was like,
wouldn't
why
be
can't
able
he
to
just
go,
go? And he was like, because how is that fair to him?
Yeah, it's not. It's
How
not.
you gonna let him go, but not let him participate in all these things that I don't believe in?
Right.
That we teaching him not to believe in.
Right.
Right.
So how was that? You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, his compromise was, let's make our own tradition.
Yeah.
Let's just have a party,
Yeah.
just for the kids, whatever, and get them gifts. It don't have to be no certain like whatever. You know, pick a day. Pick a day in December. I don't care. And every day, every year on that day in December,
they get gifts.
we'll do the party.
I don't see nothing wrong.
That's what
That's it. I
mean,
think that's a good compromise.
that's what my homegirl do. Like they don't, you know, she's also the witness.
Y'all wouldn't say she.
Yeah, she's the witness, and they don't believe in the Christmas thing like that.
Right.
So
But they don't believe in no holidays.
right.
Okay.
So what they do is she done it every year. Black Friday, she take her kids with her Black Friday shopping. They get everything they want to get. That's their quote unquote Christmas.
Okay.
But that's their tradition. That's
Right.
their celebration.
That's their
and you know
thing.
what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
and
that's nice.
She even got grown. Her son is an adult, but he still get to participate.
Mm-hmm.
And they get a certain amount of money. This is what you get. This is the amount of money you get. Come on, let's go.
'Cause we
And
never
they go
got
to
that, so that's
Somerset,
cool.
and they go to Great Lakes Crossing. Like they go all these where all the Black Friday sales are.
Right.
But I think that's awesome because you still have that tradition, so they don't feel like they missing out on it.
Exactly.
Because in all actuality, if we're completely honest, kids don't care about what Christmas means. They just want the gifts.
The gifts.
And as they get older, we do teach them like this is what it's about. But I don't think they ever really care about it.
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
just want the gifts.
Because
they
when
want to
they
write that
know-
list, and then they want
Yep.
to see those same
Yep.
gifts that they wrote on that list. That's
Yep.
it. That is it.
So, and even like they like giving gifts too. Like they like being able to give us stuff or give their friends stuff. But it's still circled around the gifts.
Right.
So if you take time to say, okay, we're not celebrating this. This is not what we believe in. But we still gonna do the gift thing. Because when you go back to school after Christmas break, what's the first thing they say? What you get for Christmas? What you get for Christmas?
Right.
So it's hard for a kid to dissect like, I
Nothing.
don't even get Christmas.
Nothing.
Like what is
Nothing.
this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is why schools have holiday parties and not
Yeah,
Christmas
that's
parties
true.
or like sweetheart dance. Like our son's school just had the sweetheart dance,
Mm-hmm.
but it couldn't be on Valentine's Day because they wanted everybody to be able to participate.
Yep.
So they had it on the 21st, which was this past Friday.
Okay.
But it was called the sweetheart dance.
Okay.
So it's like it's still where they're acknowledging that something is happening.
I
around
like that they
time.
do that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like that they do that.
That's why companies
At first I
don't
didn't
have
get it.
Christmas parties. They have
Right. Holiday party, yeah.
parties.
Oh yeah, ours be Christmas parties.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
holiday
know them
party.
plants don't care.
Straight Christmas.
They like,
party.
it's
like
Christmas party. If you don't celebrate and you don't want to come, don't come.
Don't come. We got about 4,000 other people that's gonna come.
oh yeah, that's true.
Right.
We don't need you.
So we missed
need
20. That's cool.
We don't need you.
I mean, that was like
Still
where
gonna
the
be.
job I at Custom, they felt the same way. The president of the company said, "Listen, he was first of all, you know, he like super religious, and he didn't care politically correct or not. Like they even HR was telling him like, listen, this is a pretty small company. You don't want to offend anybody." And he was like, "I don't care.
Don't come.
They don't have to come.
Don't come.
It's called a Christmas party, and we're gonna invite. I don't care about being politically correct. They can sue me if they want to, and we always say it's optional. So if you don't believe, you don't gotta come.
Don't come.
There it is.
Don't come.
Like they didn't do Christmas. They didn't do like gift exchange or nothing like that.
Okay.
They just did free food and booze. Fuck, come. One year we got a jacket.
Free food and booze.
One year we got jackets, but if you didn't come, you could still come to the office and get your jacket.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
or even like it
Sure.
was some. I think they were like Indian or something, but they didn't believe in Christmas, so they didn't accept the jacket. And he was like, "Cool, you can come to the office on Monday and get you one, or give me your address and I'll mail it to you. So it don't have to be a Christmas present.
Right.
It'll just be a jacket that had got your job's name on it.
Pretty much.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. It's a question for y'all. All right. So let's say I like to play cards or I like to smoke. And you have a friend.
I know that's drastic.
But go ahead.
It's just, I mean, it's just something I like to do. I like to do something, play the game, whatever. KD got a friend. She also likes to play the game or smoke weed or play cards, whatever it is that I like to do. KD don't really like that much, though, right? Is it okay for me
No.
to hang out with KD's friend?
No.
Because
Get
we
your
have
own friends.
commonality.
No. No. Why would you? Female? Or was it
I was about to say
female?
my friend, male or female?
Female.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Nigga, you better learn how to play solitaire.
It's inappropriate.
So you don't. So you think it's something wrong
Download a
with?
card game on your phone.
So would you
spending more
ever
time
hang
with her
out?
than you are with me?
So you would never do it. You would never hang out with like
You got me fucked
because
up.
we. You gotta talk to the mic.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got me
You
fucked
gotta talk.
up.
Fuck.
No, that's inappropriate.
As fuck.
Oh, so
And
okay.
we're not that friendly. So.
First of all, we got mutual friends that I don't
No,
hang
thank
out
you.
with if you're not around.
No, thank you.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm just trying to get to because I see people who do it and they think it's okay.
It's not okay.
But
It's not
I
like
mean, it's okay for some people.
not for
But
us.
yeah, no, it's not okay for us. I'm not that friendly. I'm not that friendly.
So I'm gonna be at home by myself all the time because you want to play games with another bitch.
Yeah, no. Why don't you go be with that bitch
So we gonna
then?
break on
I
up.
can see her saying that.
We gonna break on up
I can see her saying
Don't be
that.
with that bitch. I mean, if you got more in common with her than
because
me,
you got me fucked up.
do what you gotta do.
So you gonna take all your free time and give it to another bitch, and your free time already minimal?
Limited. It's already
fuck?
limited. You got me fucked up.
You already only got 5 hours of free time. You gonna spend 4 with her? I hope and pray that y'all fucking, cause I bet you don't get no pussy around this motherfucker.
I know that's right.
You think you gonna come home for just an hour?
Okay,
For
so
what?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you might
No, I'm
be
good. I went on and packed your shit.
so I'm glad you said the word pussy because that leads me to my next question here.
It's a segue.
Kick it on the track like a segue.
Like you said, pussy because
That leads me to my next question here.
Oh,
So,
pussy.
what is the time span to where you feel like good dick or good pussy wears off? And here's what I mean by that. Let me ask you. So,
It should never.
no. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Now, when I say wears off, all right? So, we've talked about in the past on the show that there's a difference between good dick problems and bad dick problems, right? And for those who didn't catch that episode, people who got good dick get away with a little more than those
A lot more.
than those who don't have that
sure.
good of dick, right? So, how long can a good dick nigga not give you dick, and you still live off that same last dick
Woo!
Before-
That's a good question.
before stuff starts to roll off, and you be like, you know what? I'm starting to notice a lot of.
That is a good question. Because it don't last that long, I'm telling you, in my book. Okay. I'm gonna be, you're gonna be broke up with. We ain't even together, but you done got broke up with because it's been more than a couple days. Like
Okay, so you say couple days.
Yeah, for me, 2-3 days. I'm like, what? You said what? I don't give a fuck what you doing. Like,
So like when you get the good dick, somebody can say something to you, you just kind of laugh it off. But then like 2-3 days down the line, you ain't had no good dick, and somebody say something to you, like, who are you talking to? Are you talking to? Who you?
That's true.
So how many
I think
days
our
you
attitude
give?
does change when we go.
it definitely changes.
I mean, my thing is I used to have it all the time, but then I got accustomed to not having it because you work like a fucking Hebrew slave during the holiday time. So it's like, man.
I don't give a fuck.
But that's on my attitude. Well, hell,
Go on and lay down. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Go on and go to sleep. I don't give a fuck. But guess who's gonna get theirs? She is. You got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck.
man.
I'm tired, you are.
I think it'd be difficult for me, like, because
No,
my
I don't
attitude
care.
be fucked up.
Exactly.
My
So I'm
whole
gonna
everything
get what
be
I
fucked
get.
up.
Go on
I
and
be
go to
like-
sleep.
I be like, don't talk to me, don't touch me. You
Go on and go to sleep.
Go to fuck. You can actually sleep there, nigga.
Yeah.
Sleep on the bed of roses. I don't give
So
a fuck.
I'm gonna text. As soon as you get home, meet me upstairs. I'm gonna fuck what you got to do. Fuck them kids right now.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids right now. I only need 30 minutes to fuck.
I need to get one off right
God
quick.
damn.
Fuck them
Fuck them
kids.
kids right now.
Fuck them kids.
Okay, we gonna cook and shit later.
That's all
Right now,
We're gonna make them a sandwich.
soon as you get home. Soon as you get home.
We're gonna make them a sandwich.
They gonna eat before we go to sleep, okay? I just need
I'm gonna
mine.
I
make sure
just
they
need
eat.
mine right quick.
I'll make sure they eat.
I be grouchy. Like,
Yep, I do too.
no. I don't have time for all that.
Because you, to me, I always look at people and I always equate that together. Like I'm like, oh, they ain't getting none.
Yeah.
Like even when
And it's so true.
That's true,
Like,
though,
it's
because
so
my
true.
thing is, so much stuff, you'll be amazed how much shit don't bother you when you having good sex. You just be
Nah.
like, what? Because your body be relaxed, your aura be different.
It's so different.
But when you be sexually frustrated, first of all,
Everybody getting on your nerves.
life already
okay?
stressful.
Everything
and
getting on your
frustrating.
nerves.
So when you sexually deprived, your whole attitude be like, fuck it.
And I tell people at work all the time, like, only the girls that I know like this, I could talk to like that.
Right.
I be like, hey, you ain't getting no dick, huh? Because you, like,
Or you getting some,
everything
no,
bothers
you
me.
on 10 for no reason right now. I need you.
Everything,
what's
man.
going on?
like, so you telling me
What's
the
going
fucking
on?
sweeper gonna come sweep
Going
my
off
station?
for nothing.
Bitch,
Like,
why you sweeping over here? Like, cause I'm the sweeper.
you know what?
I'm,
We gonna
I'm
have
the
to.
sweeper.
I know you don't like that nigga. I know you don't like that nigga, but look.
You might have to.
You have to take one for the team.
We just gonna have
Because
to
I can't deal with your fucking attitude.
We gonna have to go.
But that's the same as when people go on diets. Like when people go on diets at work and they don't eat certain stuff or they don't eat for the day or they don't. I be like, bitch, you need to eat. Okay? Because I can't deal with your fucking attitude.
You like, bitch, I'm finna go buy you a Snickers.
Either that or you ain't have no dick. Which one is it? Because I can't.
Don't go on a diet and not get no
Oh
dick.
my God.
You and that bitch like,
ready.
I'm putting my earplugs in because I ain't that. No,
You
I
ain't
don't have
that
time.
like-
I
you
don't.
ain't
I'm
that
not
like-
listening to nothing.
so you telling me we gotta keep making motherfucking trucks?
trucks all day
We-
So it's another
For 10
Durango.
hours.
So it's another Durango
for
about
10
to come
hours.
through this bitch.
For 10 hours. These bitches don't stop.
Make another Durango.
These bitches don't stop.
Make another fucking Durango.
Let that motherfucking line start. I swear to God. I swear to God.
You like,
I swear to God.
You like, we gotta have a Durango. Like,
What's funny is
what we
that
do.
we not
That's
doing
how
a-
they be. Like, it be
we're not
so
doing a visual
bad.
right now. But Kiki said, "I'm putting my earbuds in," and then she put her imaginary
did put her
earbuds in.
earbuds in.
'Cause I swear to God, that's how I be. Like when people do that, I put my speaker on, be all turn it up, all loud.
And she's turning it up, y'all. For y'all,
my
y'all can't
shoulder.
see it right now. It's on her
Because she gotta
shoulder.
let you
And
know.
she's turning it
I
up.
turn it up. I don't have time. Like
You
I
like,
don't-
oh, this what kind of day we have?
this man, you already know.
All right.
I don't.
Because I'm not having that kind of day, bitch. I got some,
YouTube,
and I have
iHeartRadio, like yeah,
Look, BFF and her like, I got some and I had breakfast, so bitch, I can't relate.
I can't relate.
Right, I got something and I'm full.
I can't-
Right.
You know I gotta
I'm
eat.
full both ways.
I got some while I was eating my breakfast burrito.
That's probably a triple orgasm for her.
I be
You're
so
probably
hungry.
for it.
Bro, so that nigga was hitting from the back. I was eating my burrito like
Man.
right there, baby.
Oh, I couldn't even do that. You gotta be focused.
All right, so this next question, man, this is gonna help some people out. All right, so how do you determine when, if you see something that's not right, meaning somebody in the relationship is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're doing something wrong, they're cheating, whatever. You see something wrong. How do you determine when you gonna say something versus when you're not gonna say something. Seeing as though some people don't take the information valuably.
You talking about your own relationship or somebody else's relationship?
And somebody else's relationship.
Oh.
Like let's say, of course, we can't say like Kiki because she's the best friend, and it doesn't matter how she feels. We still
Let
gonna
me tell you
tell
something.
her,
If I'm out
and she gonna have
somewhere
to
and I
just
see
get
her
it.
boo out there, first of all, I'm taking a picture.
So it had
I'm
to
walking
be
over there and I'm saying, "Hey."
no. It had to be
How you
somebody
doing?
who's not on a Kiki level,
Right.
but not on a just an everyday neighbor walk past you type level. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who I can put in that
Okay, so who would that
category,
be?
but it's just not like a best friend, but a friend. You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
at work, like a
Somebody
coworker?
like a close coworker that you talk to on a daily basis, and you like, I seen something happen. I want to tell her, but if I tell her, she about to flip it on me and be mad at me or trip on me or whatever,
I'm
or she ain't gonna
sorry.
believe it, or she gonna think I won't, whatever. Like,
I can't
people try to
hold it,
flip
so
it.
I'm definitely gonna tell you.
So you tell it every time, or does it matter what depending on who it
Is it
is?
the
I
same
mean,
person?
that's why I'm like, how many times?
No,
Is
it don't-
this nigga a serial cheater? Because if that's the case, what
I'm
the
about
fuck
to
we
say I'm not
telling them?
telling it if it
No,
happens that many
like
times.
not necessarily the same person.
Oh.
It could be different people. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Yeah. Let's just say you just happen to be at the right place at the right time.
All the
time.
time.
All the time.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? You go to the McDonald's you go to just happen to be a
I mean, I guess it depends on how she takes it the first time. Because if she just like whatever, like I'm not gonna keep saying it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
If it's somebody she really care about, then of course I'm gonna say it. But if you don't really care about the nigga, I don't care. Just
Like if
keep
you
telling. Like
I mean, even if I told once, like, let's say I was out and I seen, like, Michaela's boyfriend out somewhere. I would tell her, but if I see him out again, I'm not
I'm
going
not
to
gonna
keep
keep
telling you.
telling.
but are you gonna tell her
I'm not keep.
and then she trip and flip and say, that's not true, or you lying on him or whatever? Does that stop you from telling her anything else? Not
But
even
that's my
not
thing,
even
I'm
necessarily
only- I'm only
related to
telling
him.
once.
Right.
That's at the end of
I'm
the day,
not
I'm
gonna
only
keep
telling
telling.
once.
Yeah.
So if I tell you, whatever you do with that information, what you do with that information.
Right.
If you forgive the man and then he do it again,
I
then
gotta
it ain't up to me to keep telling.
Right.
So I'm about to tell every time I see your nigga cheating. No, you don't trip
No.
every time you see that bitch texting his phone. So what I'm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna tell
That's
her?
almost like when somebody get abused. Like, of course you gonna like go the first time.
Yeah.
But if she don't went back to the nigga every time, I'm not about to
That's
keep
what I'm
telling you.
saying. Yeah,
Right.
I'm not
because
gonna keep telling
at
you
one point
because-
I'm just gonna feel like it's foreplay.
I'm wasting my time. Anyway,
Like,
yeah, I'm
like
not-
cheating
I'm not
is what y'all
going
do.
to. Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Yeah.
No. I definitely would tell once, but after that,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep telling.
Let me mind the business that pays me.
Exactly.
Okay.
But she didn't give a fuck the first time. So
That's what I'm saying. So why am I
telling?
tell?
No.
Like I told you, y'all worked it out, whatever, and now
Right.
you're doing it again. Apparently, whatever you did didn't work.
Mhm.
And my thing is, depending on the reaction, it probably ain't the first time.
Mhm.
So, what I'm keep telling for?
Well, I don't want to waste money.
Because eventually you're gonna get mad at me. Like, bitch, every time I see you, you gonna tell me about my nigga cheating?
Yep.
Like, but he a cheater.
Yep.
But what
But
if
if
what if
you
they
know
get
you
mad
know-
the very first time, thinking that you lying on them or whatever, or you probably want them or whatever the
First of all,
case
I'm
may
not
be?
telling without receipts.
Right. I was just
Understand
about to
that.
say it's gonna be some. Yeah.
First of all, nowadays you gotta come with receipts because a nigga gonna lie anyway.
Anyway, that wasn't me. I wasn't there.
Like, no, she
According
must
to this picture.
She must have mistaken me for somebody else.
According to
like,
this picture, you was
because I'm
there.
taking order.
At this time,
Hey.
time stamps.
Hey,
First of all,
ask,
I'm doing
And
videos
everything.
and recording.
ask that picture if it's me.
First
and
of
see what
all-
that picture say.
First of all, she got an iPhone. I'm finna FaceTime her ass. Ain't this your nigga? So, whatever you do with that information, you do with that information.
Yeah.
But if you take him back and he do it again, that's between y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I ain't nobody's very bad news every day.
I mean, because that kind of happened to me before. I said that before. Like, one time, somebody said they seen my, ex somewhere. And I was like, absolutely not. That wasn't him. And he's like, yeah, I think it was. And then I called. He was like, yeah, I was over there. I'm like, what the fuck?
I just
But
said
if
it
they would have
was.
kept calling back and saying they seen him, I'm like, I would have believed it because clearly you was somewhere where I didn't know the fuck you was at the first
Right,
time, so
right,
I'm gonna
right.
believe it. Like, what I did was I was kind of like, okay, well you was there, you did tell me you was there, and it was such and such, but. I mean, I kind of would believe it though, but I don't want to hear it every time. Like, okay, bitch, like don't keep coming to me saying this nigga is
Don't keep coming
on
to
Joy
me as a
Road.
woman.
Okay,
Don't keep coming to me as a woman.
I don't want to keep
Woman
hearing
to
it.
woman.
Cause bitch, I don't care.
Because when it comes to me and I see it, then I'm going to know. And then I'm going to act accordingly.
Exactly.
Okay. But then that don't keep coming to me.
Because sometimes we
Same
volunteer information and we
Yeah.
sometimes need to mind our own business.
Mhm.
Because people have open relationships. People have shit.
Right.
And we don't know nothing about it.
Or I
So,
already know. Like, what if I already know? And you
Yeah.
keep telling me the same shit. Like, bitch, I already know this nigga was over here.
like I saw your
Like,
nigga with a
I already know.
light skinned bitch with long hair, like
I already know.
oh yeah, that's his second wife.
Yeah, I already know.
Mm.
I already know.
Like I didn't know you was a second wife.
Thanks,
you had
though.
a second wife, like it wasn't your business to know.
Right.
That, yeah.
Oh.
Left that out your service
Never
jacket.
know.
I mean, that happened to us before when we used to work at the bar. I remember one night him and Tiffany came to the bar. And girl, them hoes rushed the stairs like he up there with a bitch and da 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 da. My head said, he ain't came here with no bitch. A, he know I'm here. B, this my cousin Bart. Like, why we come here with a bitch?
Right.
And then I'm like, I go upstairs. I'm like, that ain't a bitch. That's his sister.
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't
But
know.
they didn't know.
They don't know.
And then
They
like
just see another
she
female.
like significantly darker than he is. So it's like they didn't realize like that they was kinfolk.
Right.
But I'm just like, sometimes you just gotta approach a situation and say, hey, your man upstairs like with somebody, whatever. They was like being mean to her and everything.
But my thing is, you don't think I would know that if he come here with...
That's
you
what
know
I'm saying.
Like,
I'm like, if y'all would have saw him somewhere else,
Yeah.
I could see y'all having that
Yeah.
type of approach. But here,
Yeah.
of all places,
I'm
come
here,
on.
so I'm
And I'm
I
here.
will see him.
It ain't like I'm at home.
Right.
I'm
I will,
here.
I will see him.
And I will.
It's not that big in here.
Not that
So,
big.
Yeah. Yeah, we will see each other.
Like,
Thanks, though.
I sit at the door.
Thanks.
I just
though.
so happened to be down here just for 1 second.
Thanks, though.
For sure.
And that boy like, hey, let's go upstairs for a minute. Like, yeah, I work this way. No, let's go on the other side. 1 second. You ever seen this wall over here? Let me show you this wall over here. Oh, I didn't even know he was here. Like, wow.
Yeah, no.
All right. So, question: do you guys believe in karma?
Somewhat. I mean, yay and nay.
KD?
I don't know if I believe in it. I think bad shit happen to good people, and I think good shit happen to bad people.
That's true.
So I was having a conversation with an individual this week, and it was kind of based around karma because they felt like somebody was getting karma, and my thing was when I was younger, I think I believed in karma, but as an adult, I don't think I believe in karma because I feel like karma is just a way for you to keep sabotaging yourself until you feel like you had enough or whatever it is that just happened, right? So,
That's true.
my question is to you guys is how do you consider what is right and what is wrong? Like, who gets to legitimately say this is right and this is wrong for the rest of our life?
I think common sense thing was right.
I was about to say. I mean, this comes naturally.
Because what's right or wrong to me might not be right or wrong to you.
And that's my whole thing
So I
with
think
karma.
right or wrong is a personal decision.
And that was my whole thing with karma because you think that I deserve karma for something that I did wrong in your eyes, but in my eyes it wasn't wrong.
Exactly.
So why should I have karma over something that I didn't do anything wrong about anyway?
I think karma is something that makes people feel better about somebody who did wrong by them. Because they say stuff like, oh, they gonna get theirs. Like, but what is theirs to get? Like you said, like maybe they feel like what they didn't do
right.
Like, I don't know people who've been in whole ass relationships with people that wasn't in relationships with them. So if they get a new person, they don't feel like they cheated on you because when did we establish that you was my boyfriend or girlfriend?
In the first place.
You know what I'm saying? So you mad at me for being with somebody else when me and you never established that we was exclusive.
Like this
So what is the karma I'm supposed to get from that?
This person felt like, cheating was wrong or whatever. But some people don't think that cheating is wrong.
I mean, cheating is wrong as long as we've established that we're exclusive. And I think that's a problem.
And it's different cheating for different couples.
Yeah.
You got to establish what is cheating for your relationship.
Exactly.
Right.
What do you feel like cheating?
Yeah.
Because some people feel like text messaging or whatever. Like some people in their mind only feel like intercourse is cheating. Oral sex not cheating.
Yeah.
Figuring not cheating. Make it out not cheating. Unless the penis enters the vagina.
Right.
I was faithful.
Exactly.
So, or it's some people that think only raw sex is cheating. So it's like your views of cheating might not be my views of cheating. So I didn't do nothing wrong.
Right. Where was the line crossed?
So
am I supposed to pay for how you feel? Because that ain't fair.
Right. And that was my thing. So you thinking good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Like who determined the level of good and bad? Like
I feel like you determine it for yourself.
Oh, yeah, you do.
And my answer was that it kind of comes from your upbringing. Like whatever your parents or whoever raised you kind of instill in you as kind of the motive that you take throughout life. And you say, oh, no, that's not right because my whatever's not right. Like for me, when I was coming up in the beginning, all I knew, every man in my life cheated. So it looked normal. That was normal. And then you get somebody who you like, wait a minute, it's normal, but she don't think it's normal.
That's how I am.
You know what I'm saying? Like she keep
I
getting
kind of
hurt.
learn from stuff, and then I'm like, that's not right.
So then you
know what I'm
develop
saying?
a whole new normal because you like, wait a minute, something that was so normal to me for my whole life now all of a sudden is not normal, and this is why, because her upbringing shows something totally different. Now we got to mix these two upbringings together, and hopefully we can come up to something that's more common to what really is normal for us.
Right.
Because our normal might not be the next person's normal. Like we talk about how people think that marriage is just a man and a woman. But who taught you that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's something that your parents or somebody taught you from the beginning, or somebody taught you. Like even the whole being aggressive or having one wife or having one husband or whatever. Like all that is just something to me that was learned at an early age, and then and honestly they probably learned it from somebody else who they learned it from somebody, but it's not necessarily set in stone. Like it's nowhere where you can kind of look and read and say, "Oh no, this is
for
it."
everybody. This open relationships is, you know what I'm saying? It's different for everybody.
But this shit nowadays that these kids do,
they on some other
I
shit.
feel like they taught themselves that shit.
Some other shit.
We ain't teach them that shit.
And that's what's funny is because
and I know because my kids do some shit, and I be like, where the fuck did you get that from?
Yeah,
I was about to say that. I was about to say that's weird because like even with us. We instilled it
here, but they learned it from somewhere else.
Right.
Which is true because sometimes I think like, well, that's how my brother,
friends, and
or that's how they uncles act, or something like that. But it's like, I feel like you learn a lot of stuff and you take what's fun and you call that right.
Yeah,
that's a good
like,
one.
You know what? My dad only been with my mom for 20-some years. That shit ain't fun. My uncle, on the other hand, got 13 baby mamas, and he looked like he living his best life. So
let's try that.
I think that's right.
I'm gonna try that.
You know what I'm saying? So you just pick and choose, and then you make your own life out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn, I can't live that life for them, but I really be wondering where the fuck did you get that from?
Stuff. Yeah.
I'll be looking at that too. That's the first thing I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You ain't never seen me do or act like this. You ain't never
you
seen
start
me.
checking yourself as a parent. Though,
Yeah, it make you start. You
like,
start
did
to
I
question.
show them that? Like, they be like, no. Homeboy came up with that on his own.
You know what? That's crazy because I was just thinking about this the other day. I think it was yesterday. So like, we all got boys. We was. I don't know if you want to say blessed to not have girls or like whatever it is.
Blessed,
but nowadays I say we was for sure.
Yeah,
but if
for sure, blessed.
It happened for a reason.
But if you guys had a girl, you would kind of expect them to kind of walk into your footsteps until they was old enough to create their own footsteps, and then they start making their own little footprint, right?
Of course.
But if you see them, like I see a lot of young women gravitate to KD a lot, and sometimes utilize her as if she was the parent over their own parent in some cases. For me as a parent, that would probably crush me to know that you feel way more comfortable
with somebody else,
going to somebody else with your intimate issues or whatever the issue is, rather than coming to your own dad. For a son.
But I feel like the reason why they gravitate to me more is because I don't have any expectations of how their life should be.
No judgment.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't raise them.
Yeah.
So if they're coming to me telling me that they having sex or that they got messed up with a little boy or something, I'm just going to give them advice kind of like a big sister. I think they come to me more of like a big sister than a mom. And I think they call me mom because I'm their friend's mom. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's more of like a big sister thing because, like I said, like I'm not disappointed in how they act. If I am disappointed, I will tell them that. Like, I can't believe you did that. Like, I'm so upset that you did that. But I'm not coming at them like in a judgmental. Just more of like, big sister or not, I expected more from you. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to expect more from you. But I don't, like, my heart not broken because they having sex. Whereas if they go to their mom and be like, hey, I need to get on birth control because I'm fucking, their mom might be
Going crazy. Yeah.
completely shattered. And then they know if they come to me and they tell me these things, I'm not going to ban them from coming over here. Or I'm not going to ban them from being with their boyfriend. I'm probably going to watch them closer. But it's just like, it's not like a shock to me. And then because I got all boys, I'm kind of like numb to a lot of shit too. Like a lot of shit I could just kick it with them on some girlfriend type stuff versus like their mom was probably be like, yeah, what?
Right.
I told you. Like I don't have that energy.
I would be hurt though, like if my kid went to somebody else instead of coming to me though. I kind of would be hurt.
Yeah.
Like, even for you guys, I still would think that you know, you got sons, so you would expect your sons to go to their father first,
Right.
but you would want them to come to you as opposed to another woman.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's the same thing, but I'm like, I was looking at that situation. I'm like, man, it's crazy. And it's crazy how our kids nowadays kind of create issues in their life to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not a real issue, they're just going to create an issue in their life to talk about. Like, man, I can't believe it was times in my life when I had to, you know, like, I don't know. I've never really made up anything that I can think of when I was younger.
Right.
Like, I think I literally had to go through a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But now we kind of got them to a point where they don't have to go through those issues. They got another set of issues, but they still try to create those issues of, man, I remember we ain't had nothing to eat. I remember, you know, I ain't had nothing to wear. I had to wear the Goodfella box and the, you know, had to walk to school through a gang-infested neighborhoods and get beat up and jump and all that. But now they kind of make it up and almost live it like it's true. And I'm like, that's weird and scary. I even hear my youngest son, the baby, come up with some elaborate story on things that didn't happen. And he'd be like, no, Dad, it happened like today. I'm like, today? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. When did this happen? He's like, yeah.
You don't know what happened.
I'm like, man, he's like, yeah. Then they came, and then the police came, Dad. And then when the police came, they was looking at me because they thought that I was doing something wrong. But I wasn't doing nothing wrong. And then I went back in the house, and I called you, but you ain't answered the phone. So since you ain't answered the phone, I had to call Dre. And then Dre answered the phone and told me just knock on your door. So then I came upstairs, and I knocked on your door, and I'd be like, this happened today? All happened just today.
Oh,
I'm like, wow. So, yeah.
That's a lot.
I'm like, boy, your story.
A whole story.
Man. I'm like, he done went to a whole new,
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah,
man, so get ready, because it's about to be.
Gotten there.
I almost want to, like, type what he say down and start on his book. Like, start on his book, because he got some good stuff going.
Yeah, we know.
All right, so we have an individual who needs some help, y'all.
All right.
All right, Katie, you ready?
Yeah, I'm just finding my son facing with them.
Oh, okay. Well, just be honest. So look.
I was.
So, all right. So it said.
Motherfucker!
Oh, I missed that.
It said, "Hey guys, I love the show. You guys helped me through so much."
We love you too.
Always and forever.
He said we helped him through so much, and he need a little more help right now. All right. So
Got you.
So he been with this girl for 10 years.
Damn.
In this time.
That's the problem. You should have married her.
Oh.
Continue.
They already done fixed your issue, bro. So in this time, early in our relationship, I had infidelity issues, but I've only been caught twice.
Caught.
Caught twice.
Key words.
Not that I only cheated.
Quote unquote. Caught.
Yeah.
I ain't do shit you ain't catch me doing.
Right. So since the last time I got caught, I've been on a straight narrow path. We worked it out, and we started building our trust back up to get a strong relationship. 2 years later, I had suspicion that she was cheating. So I looked into it and found out that she was. When I confronted her, she said, oh, it was payback. It was a hard pill to swallow, but I forgave her and we moved on. A little over a year later, she got caught again. And she said the same thing.
Girl.
I then asked her, how long do I have to pay for what I did?
Right.
She had no answer. My question is,
She know about more cheating than you think she know about. Is what that is.
but now he said that was early on. They've been together 10 years for 6. So I'm calculating 6 years he been straight.
No, that she know of.
Well, no, he said since the last time I got caught, he been on a straight path. He been
We
living
don't know how
right.
long that was though.
So he's saying since the last time he got caught, he haven't cheated since.
Right. So last time he got caught, he haven't cheated since. But since then, she cheated twice.
How many times has he cheated before though?
He didn't say all that.
Exactly. He said twice.
First
But
of all,
he-
it seems like
but
they
wait.
need to just be in an open relationship.
It sounds like nobody want to be faithful
Everybody
to
passing
nobody.
out pussy and dick.
Yeah.
Pussy.
So wait a second. I didn't answer. She had no answer. My question is: do I leave her? Will she ever forgive me for what I did? Help y'all. P.S. My cheating was not even in the same state, and we have 3 kids together. So part of my forgiveness is trying to keep the family together.
Together.
Well, for one, we don't give leave or stay advice.
I'm about to say
Let's
that.
start there.
They
Because
don't
that
know.
got to be your choice.
Right. They don't know.
But you know what's crazy? I was watching one of these reality shows. Y'all know I love reality shows. And there was a couple on there, and the guy cheated. You know, it was divorce court. The couple had been together for 19 years. He cheated 18 years ago. It was when they first got together.
Right. Newly.
Brand new apartment, like whatever. They were young, teenagers, like 18, 19 years old. Moved into this apartment. Some chick was like on the 2nd floor or whatever. He got caught coming out the girl apartment. The wife, like, this was before they was married though. This was like new love out of high school, whatever. She caught him. For 18 years, every time she get mad at him, she say, "Well, what about that bitch who apartment you was coming out of?" So, like,
After you married him, you should have let that go.
marry him and they had like 6 kids.
Oh my.
They've been together for 19 years. 19
After
years.
you got married, you should have let that go.
Hell,
Sorry.
even before
Sorry.
then, like,
No, after you got married,
Listen.
you should have let that go.
he said, she come home from work late. He like, where you been? You got off work at 5 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. You didn't call, answer the phone or nothing. Did I ask you all that when you was coming out that bitch apartment? Like,
She said it for everything.
Yeah. Or like one time she was supposed to be at the mall and he ran into her at a restaurant. Like he was walking in, she was walking out. She was by herself that he saw. He don't know whether or not she was with somebody. He was there with like his friends. And she knew he was going to the restaurant, but she didn't know what restaurant he was going to. So they just so happened to be at the same restaurant. So when she was walking out, he said, "I thought you was at work. Just like I thought you was playing the game when you was at that bitch apartment." So like, he like, I want a divorce because how motherfucking long? Like,
yeah.
so the judge was
gotta pay
like,
for that. Yeah.
the judge like, be honest, have you cheated since? He was like, no, and he was willing to take a lie detector test. The only reason why they didn't take the lie detector test is because the wife was not willing to take the lie detector test.
Oh, you
And
know
he's
she
like,
was.
well, I'm not proving myself if she don't have to prove herself. When I know for a fact, I've only done it once. She done been in compromising positions
Several
at least
times.
20 times. And she like, well, all I know is I was cooking, cleaning, this, and this, and he was coming out that girl apartment. And and the girl made him cookies. So the judge like, but that was 18 years ago.
Right.
Like, how long do we gotta pay for it? She's like, till I forgive him.
It's never gonna
I'm sorry,
be
what?
long.
Oh, y'all can go and get a divorce.
Yeah, y'all
She
gonna-
went on and granted a divorce because you're not right. Like every single time you do something wrong, you're gonna use that. So at what point
That's the go-to.
does he not have to relive what he did 18 years ago? And I feel like it's the same in this. Every time you catch her, she gonna be like, but what about when you cheated on me?
Hey, can the judge say no? I'm not gonna divorce y'all.
Yes.
Why they don't say no? I'm not gonna marry y'all though.
Right.
It ain't nothing to get
Some
married.
them
people
do,
do that though.
Really, I ain't
Some
never
of them
seen that.
do.
Yeah, I used to work with a girl. They had to do premarital counseling,
Counseling, yeah.
and the preacher at their pastor, whatever,
Oh,
at
that's
the church.
different. Preacher's different. I'm talking about like the judge.
mean, if it's just-
where-
If it's just an officiant, then they won't.
They don't care.
They don't care. But think about it. When they marry you, they don't ask you no questions. Will you take them? Will you take them? When you get a divorce, you got to actually prove your case of why you should get divorced.
Not so much.
No, you could just be like, I want a divorce.
It's not like that anymore.
Oh.
It really don't matter why you want a divorce. If you want a divorce and both parties agree,
Then you just get
you
divorced.
get your divorce.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
Anymore.
when you get married, your credit score should go up 300 points.
because when you get divorced,
Because when you get divorced, it go down. Yeah,
Mine didn't.
that's what it said. Well, it's on your
it show on your
report.
credit report, but I don't think it affects your. I don't
Yeah,
think
It
it
didn't affect
affects
my
your score.
It didn't affect my score at all.
I mean, it's just anything that's associated with your social security number going on your credit report, but it don't necessarily have to affect the score. It don't have to go up or down.
my score didn't go. No,
But
still up there.
yeah, like it don't have to go down just because you got divorced. But I do know like they can recommend counseling or whatever. Like I would assume if one party was like, yes, I want a divorce, and the other party was like, no, I don't. Maybe
They'll
they
make
would
you go to
try
mediation
or
all
something like
yeah.
that. But if
I've
both
seen
you,
it.
it's like when you want to get married. If both you guys want to get married, you get married.
Yeah.
They give you the
Yeah,
option to
both
say
get
no when
divorced.
you get married. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's the same thing with divorce. But
Yeah.
I feel like there's no time limit on how long it take her to heal. But at the same time, if it's been like 8 years, either she gonna forgive you or she not.
not.
But at this point, I don't even think it's a point of forgiveness or not forgiveness. It's a point of you caught me, so I have to remind you of what you did. You know what I'm saying? That's just like
Right.
life.
You got to shift the blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It can't be my
that's what it is.
fault.
It's a blame
Yeah.
shift.
Only reason why I cheat on you is because you cheated on me.
Right.
Like, okay.
Payback.
Okay, that was.
I put
How
that in
many
my.
times though? Like,
Yeah.
you'll have to let her go.
But this is my thing,
If she
though.
keep doing that, you'll have to let that go.
Yeah.
Because it's never going to stop.
As-
When is
but-
it going to stop? Like,
But too, as long as
there's
you
no
allow
end.
her to use that excuse,
exactly.
she's gonna use
It
that
will
excuse.
never end. Like,
The most.
you'll be together 20 years and she'll
Yeah.
be still cheating.
Yeah.
Talking about what you did, like a couple,
Yeah,
18 years ago.
And that's what he said. He said
Right.
because he felt so bad about doing it. And he said, which, I mean, nobody really knows if it's true, but he said
Yeah.
it was just that one time.
Right.
And then he got caught that one time. But he felt so bad about what he did. Like, he kept saying, like, all I could remember was coming out the apartment, her coming off the elevator and seeing her face and seeing the tears come down her
You're
face. And, like,
stupid. How could you do that?
like right upstairs.
The most important
That's
part
crazy.
of this Ask KD is actually toward the end. And the reason I say that is because I see a lot of people do this, and I think this is like the biggest mistake you can really do. The part that you said you have 3 kids together and you're trying to keep it together, you're trying to keep the family together.
Can never do that.
That is the most dangerous thing you can do because whether you know it or not, kids
It
can
affects-
feel
yeah, it affects
the relationship that you guys are having.
Yeah.
And it would take a toll on them and they'll start thinking that this is how a relationship is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when they start doing their own relationship, it's going to look just like the relationship is right now. So if this is not the kind of relationship that you want your kids to be in, do not stay in it specifically for the kids.
for the kids.
Like, it have to be something. This is the only time in your life where you can be selfish and say, okay, is this healthy for me? To me, that's just how I think.
Again, amen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see so many people like, no, I'm not going to do it. We going to stay together for the kids because I don't want my kids to come up in a broken home.
That's how my
But
parents were.
sometimes broken
And
homes
they still fuck
are not the
up.
worst. Yeah, like, broken homes are not the
35+
worst.
years. Like, your kids are, your youngest is 31. And y'all still unhappily married. Like, I
That'd
could
be the worst
never.
part. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to look back on your life and you're going to be 47, 48,
Yeah.
50,
It's a
70,
waste of
60
life.
years
Like,
old.
life is too short for that.
You
Like,
never lived your life.
be unhappy.
Your kids don't know
Like,
how to live
I'm
life
sorry.
because they want to live it like you showing them how to live it. Like, you gotta, if you're gonna do something for the kids, make the right decision. To me,
Exactly.
that's
Because
what I would
think what
say.
happens is either A, they grow up to say, I don't want a relationship like that.
Ever.
B, that's how relationships supposed to be. Or C, I don't want a relationship at all.
Right.
I said, and I don't want a relationship like that.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't continue my relationship.
So I think like you can take it and do the opposite of it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I want love and I want marriage, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that kind of love in marriage.
Exactly.
Or you grow up and say, this is what love and marriage looks like.
Right.
So then you accept abuse and whatever, cheat, whatever. Or you grow up and say, if that's love, I don't want it.
Yeah.
So then you end up,
Single forever.
and jumping from bed to bed and person to person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then too, if you have sons, they develop women issues.
I was about
And
to
if you
say,
have daughters, they develop daddy issues.
Yeah.
Because I know somebody right now today who can't have a successful relationship because of his mommy issues. Mommy issues is a real thing. But when I tell you he don't have respect for no woman, none. That nigga has no problem spitting on women, talking bad to women, and you don't see nothing wrong with it because he does not respect
His
women.
own, yeah.
And the reason why he don't respect women is because he never respected his mom.
His own mom.
You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, finding out that Uncle Freddie was really, even though he was your dad's best friend, also your mama's side piece, was like traumatic to him.
That's
because
a lot.
guess what? If I can't trust my mama, who can I trust?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Your mama fucking your friends, like all types of stuff. I'm talking about no respect. He
And
had
that-
all his baby mamas.
I'm telling you, that's one of the most dangerous things you can do.
The one that he
live
somewhat
like that.
did love, she was like, I'm straight on you. Because I deserve better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she ended up leaving him, and I don't think he been with nobody for real since then. But, because I remember one day he was like, do you know I would die for you? And she like, do you know it would be way more easier if you just lived with me instead of dying for me?
Yeah.
And then after that, she was just like, I'm done. Like, you beating up my friends. Like, she was a teacher. And one day they was leaving a dance, and the guy was walking her to her car, like not even holding her hand or nothing, just walking her to the car, and he beat the guy up. First of all, where the fuck did you come from? Why are you sitting outside the school like a creep? It was like homecoming or something, and she was a chaperone. Beat the shit out the guy. She ended up losing her job because her fucking boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever, beat up her coworker. She didn't even do nothing. But because your mama was a hoe, that mean I'm a hoe? Nah, bro.
And she
now
admitting it.
But now you raising your sons. Now you raising your sons because you think you arguing and they can't hear you, but they can. And now they know they mama ain't shit. So now they got mommy issues.
Yeah, because I am a firm believer that you can feel the aura.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can feel the energy coming from.
See it,
Yeah.
hear
You know what I'm
it.
saying? Like, so even when you think you playing it off for the kids and they don't know nothing, they know. They might not know how to articulate what's going on currently, but they can feel it, and they're gonna move just like you moving. Like it's crazy. So don't, whatever you do.
And a lot of people still do that, and that just drives me crazy.
Whatever you do, do not
Like,
stay in a
you so
relationship for the
unhappy,
family.
and you just there because they threatening you with stuff, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, and then you end up, so you stay married for the kids. The kids turn 18, you get divorced, which is what happened to my homegirl.
You're gonna get divorced eventually.
And now she got
or y'all gonna
committed
be
issues.
miserable forever. Like, which one do you want? Like, which one is
Yep.
It's
And
better for
they
you.
got a divorce soon as she went away to college. Soon as she went away to college, they got her all moved in, nice and good. She in there, living there. Now they took her to college. Called her about a week later, like, oh, by the way, we getting divorced. We was just waiting on you to get out the house.
That's crazy.
So now it's hard for her to commit to a relationship because she feel like relationships are for convenience. And like once the convenience is over, you know what I'm saying? Because they found out he had a whole girlfriend. The parents was married for 32 years. He had another relationship for 25 years. You know what I'm saying? And the mama knew about it.
Cause they wasn't really together.
That's
They
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
together for the kids, so they wasn't really together.
Right. So the mama knew about it and said, "You ain't going nowhere until my baby move out this house."
And that's what I'm saying. That threatening shit.
And
They
then
had-
that's what he
That's
did.
crazy.
But he had his whole life.
They had
Who
beds in the
want
room
that?
like Three's Company with the two separate beds
Who
like that.
wants
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
Like, who wants to be with somebody that don't want to be with you? Like
Like you got a whole bitch, like a whole life.
On the other side.
that's
Now
crazy.
you decide why.
That's
And
what
then-
I'm saying.
yeah,
Like, you
and then
become
the crazy
like,
part is he never got to experience like true love and true fatherhood because the girl, she was messing with him, but she wasn't finna have his baby. I ain't finna have your baby. You about to go home to your wife and your kids? No. But then also the girl missed out on life because she ain't never get to have a
staying
baby.
stuck. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got this man in and out your life that got his own family. So it's just all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So then when you realize the moving pieces to this puzzle, you like, wait a minute. So you tell me you had this girl over here who never got to experience motherhood because you was married, and then you never got to experience true happiness and fatherhood because you was married to her, and all the time y'all was just waiting on me to go to college so y'all could break up. Why do I want that?
That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing to me.
I'm telling you, they look
It
at. I
happens
don't.
all the time.
Yeah,
All the
it
time.
happens
And
so
now
often.
she don't
All the
want no,
time.
like, not that she don't want no man, like she do have guys that she messed around with or whatever, but she don't really trust nobody. So it's like, as soon as somebody start liking her too much, or she start liking them too much, she
out.
cut them off.
Yeah, and you know what? I seen some people who switched over to being like gay because they felt like the relationship that they seen their parents in was not what they wanted.
What you mean
and that
switched over?
So like they wasn't gay, but because they look so unhappy together.
So that's how you think gay work?
No, that's not how I think it works. But this is the
about to be a
excuse
whole
that.
different. This
I'm
about to be a
This is
whole
the-
different.
this is the
Bitches
excuse.
cheat too.
You might not want to start this conversation.
No, I'm saying
Bitches
this
cheat
is
too.
that's true, but this is the excuse that they gave.
Who is
Like
that?
this is a real life situation.
They're saying like the heterosexual relationship between their parents was so volatile that they say, I'm gonna go
You
use
just want
pussy.
to start
much.
at the sex.
And it didn't turn out better because
I
they
was
wasn't
saying,
really.
right. That
It
makes
still
no
goes to a volatile
sense.
relationship because homosexual people cheat too. Cheating
Yeah.
is not heterosexual.
And I don't think that's
homosexual.
the reason you went over. I feel
But-
like if you gay,
and that's the
you
thing.
gay.
You want
That's
it-
not-
first of
With
all,
that, it
don't
didn't.
come up with no reasons to why you gay.
Like, my parents had
You are
such a
gay,
great
you're
relationship.
gay.
That's what I said. I'm
You
like,
know
if
what
you
I'm saying?
if you
Like, you don't
if you
just
gay,
become
it's because
gay
you are gay.
overnight.
That's like when our sons come out, it's like, y'all relationship was so fucked up, I just thought I'd go get some dick.
Right.
Like, what?
That makes no
Because
sense.
first of all, the dick or the pussy was messing it up anyway. So whether you gay or straight, shit be fucked up.
True that.
That
Shit, y'all
won't
watch motherfucking Love is Blind? The gay boy.
Oh
I
man,
couldn't
on,
believe it. Man, I couldn't believe it.
He-
But that ain't no
he not-
reason to not.
He not gay no more.
First
Just
of all-
just for that
First of
argument.
all,
Just for
first
that
of all,
argument.
First of all, he said, I don't discriminate. I like who I like.
It don't matter what's
It
down
don't
here.
matter.
First of all,
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. That girl about to be so fucking traumatized because she like, I can't find love on my own. I do this experiment, still can't find love. Fuck love.
She was
She ain't gonna
born.
be with no boy or no girl.
Ooh.
That's what she gonna be with by herself.
But I'm just
that's why you
wondering
gotta
why
be
he was
careful how
so
you treat
mad.
people.
He was so. How are you mad when you were
First of all,
dishonest?
she said he like it ain't never been a problem before.
So
How
wait.
it ain't never been
How?
a problem? And the first thing you said was people always walk out my life when
Exactly.
they
That's
find
why.
out.
That's why I didn't
Get
tell
your
you.
fake ass on.
I'm
So
like,
for the
you can't say
listeners, they don't know what y'all
different
talking about. So
Oh,
you might
sorry.
have to explain exactly what you're
It's
talking
on
about.
Netflix. It's called Love Is Blind. Watch it.
And what are you gonna give them the backstory of
So
that
Love
piece?
Is Blind. So Love Is Blind is an experimental show where couples talk through a wall. They're called pods. So the reason behind the experiment is because scientists say that if you develop an emotional connection with someone, it lasts longer than a physical connection. So they had these people in these pods.
But I said we just had that question, and we said, "How long do you
I
got?"
completely
So,
disagree.
so you get in these pods and you don't see the person, but not seeing the person, you're able to open up more. You don't feel like you're being judged, and you're able to be completely and totally honest with no judgment. I can tell you whatever I want to tell you about me, and you don't know how I look. So if you ever run into me in the streets, you don't know that I was the person that told you my truth.
But we know that wasn't true because that one couple.
Exactly.
She
He didn't
was-
do that.
No, not even that
Oh, you
one.
talking about Jessica? And
yes.
Yeah. First
She
of all,
looked at him and she was like, "Oh no, he's not my type.
I don't like him.
I'm gonna take this ring off."
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, she did not like him.
But
And I'm
see, my thing is-
but she wasn't honest.
I was gonna say
She
she
didn't
didn't
say
like
nothing.
him because she liked
The other guy. But I just don't think he was her type anyway.
Oh,
He didn't have a career. Like, he didn't
Yeah,
have
not only
nothing
that.
that lined up with her life.
But
Like,
do you remember in the beginning when she said I would never date a younger man?
yes.
Only the
Yes.
proposal from somebody 10 years younger than you?
Yes.
Come on,
She
bro.
settled. She
She did.
settled for him.
And now she's
she wanted to
miserable.
be in the house to be with the other guy. But the other guy was like, no, I like her and we bind.
No,
and
I'm in love with her.
Yeah.
I can't wait to marry her.
I'm happy.
That's why I picked her.
I'm happy.
She was like, but remember at first you said you had like me? He like, yeah, but that was until I met her.
He said we had a strong connection, but I had a strong connection with her, and I'm happy.
And I love her.
And I'm happy.
And we have all the sex.
I was like, ooh,
She like, you don't have no regrets? No.
no,
Not one.
no.
I'm good.
It's almost like she was pushing him to say, like, I made a mistake and I want to
Right.
be with you. It wasn't
Because that's
going
how
to
she
happen.
felt.
It wasn't going to happen
Not
because he
this
is in
time.
love with her. But she don't got shit. I was like, oh, you fucked up. Like, she got shit.
Yeah.
No job, no place, no.
And he's so financially stable.
She didn't have anything. I'm like, what can you can't offer?
He like.
But then she said, yeah, I can't wait to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm like, you don't ever want to. I was like,
You don't have no babies. You gonna stay home with the dog?
I can't wait to. To me, that's telling me like you don't have any
no intention
plans of doing anything with your life.
She was like, actually, I need $400 more. He was like,
and actually, I got all these student loans and I got all this debt and I was like, well, you should have picked the other girl who was put together because you about to be paying for this one.
But that was the base of the experiment. So
it was cool though.
That's how, and then you meet the person. And you go on this vacation, like things like that. So the gentleman, while they were in Mexico, decided to say, I date men and women.
I forgot to tell you.
He should have told her in the beginning.
That should have been said in the
before he
pod.
proposed to her.
It should have been said because then guess what? Maybe she wouldn't.
I could have made the decision.
Been okay with it, and you could have moved on to somebody else who would have been okay with it. Because I'm sure there's people out there that's okay with it.
Exactly.
100%.
You have to be honest, though. You have to be honest with something like that in the beginning.
Because my thing is this.
I was pissed for her.
So my thing is like, so what happens if? Do you want to be with a man?
Right.
Do you want me to peg you? Like,
because
what
you
is your
never
desire?
said, right? You never said like you don't want to be with the man. You just said,
and you felt the need to tell me that you're being with both men and women. So apparently you have a desire to still be with men.
Exactly.
So it wasn't like no college experiment that you're not gonna do no more.
I like what I like is what he said.
It don't matter what's down there.
Yeah. That's not saying I don't want to ever be with a man. And that's probably why she had that second visit with him, because she wanted to know, like, do you want to be with the man or do you want to be with the woman?
But you said yesterday you was cool, and then I said, oh, he went straight into game mode.
Then
when it came time to argue.
Like, that's what's wrong with bitches like you. She said, oh,
I'm a bitch. I was like, ooh. It's like he already came in with the intentions of he was losing her and... He just didn't.
Then like nobody ever had a problem with this except you. But just yesterday you said people walk up to you all the time.
Yeah.
That's why you don't tell them.
Exactly.
But you should have said that shit up front because you could have probably found your wife. But now you fucked up. But what I'm saying is sometimes you gotta be careful with how you treat people, how you handle people.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you that girl is gonna be jaded for a long time.
Every time.
Because nobody go on that show if they successful and find love on their own.
She was crying so
just
hard.
like Love at Married at First Sight. Nobody goes on these shows if they've been successful on their own. Mm-hmm. So you came into this thing lying and being dishonest and portraying yourself to be somebody that you're not. Mm-hmm. So now she not lucky in love on her own or on the experiment. Mm-hmm. So she just doomed to be by herself. And I'm sure that's what she really
liked him too.
Yeah,
she really liked him.
And she beautiful.
But he played the switch up as soon as they got to Mexico, though.
Did he not?
She was like, "You're a different person."
She like, what's wrong with you?
I don't know what's going on.
She like, I can tell something wrong with you. Like whatever. Then he got the crying. She rubbing his back. She crying.
What if he saw a dude that he was like, man, I wish I was in a pod next to him.
She might did.
He probably
but
did.
Then too, like that's some shit. When y'all telling about y'all lives and whatever, you should have been like, I like men and women. Mm-hmm. You gotta.
Or I've dated. Yeah. Say what you said. Like I've dated.
He said I've been with both men and women. But my thing is, let me make the decision up front. That is the first date conversation.
Yeah, don't wait.
Yeah.
Because I'm busting you straight in your face.
Yeah, once I'm in love with you gonna say that?
No, not even on the first date though. Because I can't believe you got me out here on some bullshit.
She said that's gotta be in first text or first.
That should be the first words you say out of your mouth.
I date whatever.
Hi,
you wanna
you
go out?
wanna go to lunch and I like men and women.
What?
Got KD over there choking.
That should be in the same sentence.
I don't know if that's
can that fit in the same sentence.
No comma, no period,
no nothing. Just straight through.
A run-on sentence.
Do you want to go to the movies? I date men and women.
Best friend.
Period.
No.
Okay. Maybe not, but I mean that's something I would want to know.
It definitely has to be said in the beginning.
First of all, that's a turn off for me. Okay.
But see, for me, like this is my thing. I don't think I can date a bisexual man.
Right.
That's just my preference because I'm scared of like diseases and like things like that. Like my thing is you can date somebody who like.
So what you trying to say?
Because what if you don't use condoms and like things like that? Like.
So you trying to say what?
I can't compete with a man. I don't have a penis.
So you think just men have diseases? Gay men?
No.
Oh, okay.
Everybody have diseases.
Oh, well, you just said it like, because I'm scared of diseases.
I mean, I don't want to be with somebody who want to be with somebody else, period.
Okay.
So my thing is, if I'm with a man who only like women,
Right.
I got that. Like, I can be whatever woman you want me to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool. Like, we can be in the bedroom. I could be a stripper. I could be a nanny. I could be a foo-foo maid. Like, whatever. But if you like me,
You can?
yeah, girl. I got all types of stuff. Wigs and shit. Like, what you want?
Right.
Period, Paul. But if you like men...
Right.
How can I compete with that?
You gotta come in there with the George Jefferson outfit.
And strap.
Right.
But that's the thing,
Not-
like, but my thing is like, do you just like to be penetrated? Because if that's the case, then maybe I can like peg you. Like that's the thing.
Though.
But that's what I'm saying. What if you're top?
Yeah, I'm a top.
What if your preference is like
Gotta give me.
loving to see a bald head man suck your dick? Like I'm not shaving my head off, so I can't compete.
You gotta put one of them things
Put
on your
them
head.
things on the
No, I'm not doing that. So I can't compete.
She only want to play certain roles.
Right.
Yeah, I don't
Put a hoodie
want to
on.
play female roles. I don't identify as nothing but me. So
tell
I'm
you.
not going to become a man for you. So you just can't be that.
So before we close out, I gotta tell y'all the story. I told Katie this earlier,
Oh shit.
and it was hilarious. So I was watching this show yesterday.
I know you talking about that.
I was watching this show yesterday, right? And it was these two couples. I don't remember the name of it. It wasn't even really a good show. Like it was, yeah.
He was like had the TV on while he was cleaning up.
Yeah. So I'm watching the show, and this part with these two couples, and they met at like a park or something. And the guy was like, "You should come over. We can have a drink, let the kids play, whatever." They both had kids the same age, so they went over. You know, the kids played. The kids ended up falling asleep. When the kids fell asleep, they went to smoking weed out of bong and all that stuff, and then they went like skinny dipping, right? And one of the guys was like, I can't go skinny dipping because I have an unusually small dick.
Ooh.
And I just don't like to show people. So the other guy was like, you got to be comfortable in yourself and show whatever you got, whatever, right? So he ended up going skinny dipping. And the wives were sitting there chilling. And she was like, wow, okay. So he finally opened up a little bit. So then they get in the room and they find out that the guy actually had an attraction to the other guy with the small dick. And he was like, I kind of like, you know, I got my wife, but we together, but I still like whatever, right?
Oh, my goodness.
So at first, the guy with the small dick was like, he was thinking that the other guy was trying to get on his wife. And the wife was like, nah, it ain't got nothing to do with her. It's you. So he was like, no, I'm not with that. I'm straight. We about to go. So right before they leave, somehow the women started kissing.
What?
Right? I might have skipped some parts in there, but the women started kissing. And I was like, oh, it's getting good, right?
Now it's getting good.
It's getting
Now it's
good.
getting good.
Now
So
it's getting good.
they kissing, they fell on each other. My dick getting hard. I'm like, oh, yeah. Then the men start kissing and my dick get confused.
Wait.
And it went from
what?
instant hard to instant soft.
Oh, my
And I was just sitting
goodness.
here like, and then they ended up leaving. No, the kids kind of like woke up. I guess it was like the whole night. So the kids kind of bust in before anything could happen. And they met. They didn't talk for like the next couple of days or whatever. And then they met again at the park. And the guy was like, I'm good now. I got that little piece out of me. And I just want to be with my wife. I don't want the men no more. Whatever. I don't know what it was.
Out
But
of here.
the movie was horrible. But I said that to say it was just such a confusing moment for my
concept.
date. And I didn't really agree with that.
That is
I was
weird.
like, wow.
You said I got
What?
that out of me.
Yeah, he's like, I'm straight now. I guess I just wanted to kiss
No, I
another
feel
man. I didn't really
like
want to go that far.
Yeah, no, that's what you
But,
like.
man, that was
That's correct.
so if y'all ever see that movie, you know what I'm talking about. I can't give you no
Y'all know the
recommendations
name
of it.
Oh, I'm like, what's the name?
I can't give you no recommendations of it. It was something
It's
couple.
on Netflix or?
It was on Hulu.
Oh, Hulu.
Yeah. Yeah, it was some kind of couple, but I don't know. But with that being said,
talking
man,
about strong
that's y'all dose of reality for this week, man. We definitely want to give you a couple of updates. Of course, we got 4-4. Make sure y'all got y'all tickets for 4-4.
Kiki will be in the building.
It's going down.
And we'll have books and we'll sign autographs.
Right in Livonia. Make sure you there. The address and everything will be in the links below.
Kiki gonna sign y'all chest.
Ooh, she's ready.
Y'all just gotta bring the Sharpie.
Is it gonna be some hotties?
It better.
Okay.
She ain't signing no dad bods. Y'all gotta be hot.
I like hair on the chest too, just to let you know.
Oh, so she's gonna use the taco meat at the period. Period.
And she love beards. So come through with the beard.
Yeah, she do like the beard.
So if you don't have one, start growing it now.
Yeah, that's true. You got about a month.
Shave March. Instead of no shave November.
No shave March.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So this is a relationship part 2. 2.0 2020 relationship part 2.
Can y'all believe DTM about to be on the panel of relationship experts?
Yeah.
Man,
I can't wait to see.
man, I'm about to be in this for it.
I'm about to be like, well, I got a question.
I'm about to go in straight Steve Harvey mode too. So you mean to tell me for 4 months you let going in straight Steve Harvey mode?
Oh shit!
Nah, but this is gonna be a lot of fun, man. She the whole panel been kind of connecting with me and giving me all their feedback and what they can't wait to hear and they can't wait to see and.
They think DTM like a relationship guru. They're like 20 years you been with your girl, 4 kids, 5 kids. Oh yeah, we want you on here.
Gotta get you on
everything.
here.
Like
You are a professional. I'm like, I'm all right.
Professional.
I'm a professional out here.
Let me tell y'all what not to do.
Let me tell you what. Hey, you
This
do
what I did
this.
on Monday.
What worked and what
Look,
didn't
you
work.
like this what I did on Monday and it wasn't a good idea.
Right.
Y'all do this.
Exactly.
I am a firm believer of only one person need to make this mistake.
Exactly.
We don't have to keep going. Everybody don't have to make the
I
same
think you'll do
boy.
well, though.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. Free wine and food to come with your ticket. So
Still don't know what wine, so I'm bringing my own wine.
Right.
Katie gonna have her own wine section. I'm telling you.
No,
So
I'm not sharing.
she ain't sharing, but you can come and ask her what she drinking.
No, you can't ask me shit.
Oh, you can't ask her nothing. She don't want. She ain't about that. Just
Unless you want me
come.
to sign your boobs.
Just come get your boobs signed. And
We're not signing penises.
no, you had to go to the movie for that one. The movie that I watched yesterday, they'll sign it. Yeah, and then we still got the 2020 and 20 party coming up. More details is coming. I just want to keep y'all in the loops of that because it's gonna be on point.
It's gonna be phenomenal.
Man, I cannot wait for that one. That's gonna be my favorite day of the year. You know what I'm saying? 2020 and 20. Man. Any announcement for you guys? Anything? You know, Katie's birthday's coming up. Suwoo.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Weezy. Birthday's coming
It's
up.
almost on 1 year. Or did we pass on 1 year?
We passed 1 year. So we're going to do something big for the 1 year, though.
I forgot.
We're going to do something big for the 1 year / birthday.
For the past year.
Right. Maybe we'll put like Katie's birthday and the 1 year together.
No.
And celebrate.
No, it's not gonna work for me.
Because she said yeah at first. She changed her mind.
That's not gonna work for me. It's like I'm just playing.
I'm like, ooh, feisty.
So I'm just playing. I'll share my birthday with the podcast.
Yeah, you know. And it'll be all.
She might change her mind.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not.
We shall see.
And Kiki, remind me to show you before you leave. I want to show you the one little spot that I seen. It's a nice little spot. Well, on the picture it looked nice. I didn't see the outside. We don't have to talk about it on the air, but I just want to let her know.
Bring it back.
But bring it back in.
Gone.
The reality message for the week is: don't let karma make you sabotage your life.
Karma.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
like that song though.
I like
What
that.
goes
song.
around comes around.
Just like the sun.
That's what some say.
Is what they say.
That's what
Even the
some
broke
say.
clock right twice a day. So must have don't make sense.
Ain't no yeah.
Hey, what?
We just throwing shit out there.
That's what we're gonna start doing. Just start saying stuff that
Oh
just
shit!
don't
You
really
reap
make.
what you sow is another goddamn lie.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you on that. That is a lie.
That's almost the same. It's the
Yeah.
karma. Like, it's just
A
saying.
broke clock, even a broke clock, right twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, what does that even? Go the fuck away.
All right, so that's our show, man. I hope y'all tune in
He about to be editing
next
all that out.
week because next week is gonna be out cold as well.
Next week I will be drunker.
Next week she will. Oh yeah, she's gonna be on tip next week.
Cause what you say? Do say I'm drunk. I say I'm sober.
Oh man, next week we're gonna talk about that too. Next week we're gonna talk about that. Remind us, y'all. Do say I'm drunk. I say I'm drunker.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So it's your boy man DTM Deontay the Motivator.
Girl, Katie.
It's your host, who was the Moses.
And this is Relationship Reality. We will see you next week. Peace.
Two of them.
Deuces.